Greetings, we are here for another look into 9 Chickweed Lane by the notoriously horny Brooke McEldowney. August 16th of 1993. We have here Amos and Etta sitting next to one another. Etta says, "I put on some of my mother's perfume this morning when she wasn't around. Here, smell it behind my earlobe." Snort, snort. I wonder what that musk is. I wonder what musk is. I wonder what musk is. I wonder what musk is. At first I thought Amos was saying, "I wonder what that musk is." I don't know why I read it wrong. I was disturbed by all the snorts and sniffles, and Amos's tongue falling out of his mouth. The third panel is very difficult to look at. The line here, I thought this was Amos's tongue right here. That's actually her collar, I think. Or is it? I honestly can't tell. I think it's her collar, but her collar doesn't have the split down the center. And then the other panels. I wonder what musk is. Well, you can see that Etta has been experimenting with makeup, high heels, and perfume, attempting to become more, sexually desirable. As I've discussed in other videos, most of these characters are just on a journey to become, they want to be desirable. They want to be wanted. They want to be loved. We'll move forward here. Hey, Etta, guess what? Mom, do you ever think about death and dying and what a bunch of self-destructive, insignificant fly specks we all are on the face of the earth? Do you ever think about death and dying and what a bunch of self-destructive, insignificant fly specks we all are on the face of the earth? The mother looks at her and says, "I got my ears pierced." Oh, teenagers. Moving forward, August 18th. "I don't see why you had to get a divorce. You just didn't try hard enough. In all my years with your father, we always saw eye to eye." You loathed each other. Exactly. That's her reaction there, Mrs. Berber. Mrs. Berber's reaction to Gran, as we know her. So Gran is basically advocating that you should stay in an unhealthy and toxic relationship. And that's just what you do. That's what you do. Moving forward. Is Gran getting to you again? Grumble. And now, grumble is one of Gran's signature lines. And Mrs. Berber is sitting on a pile of leaves, possibly? Hey, let's make grass trumpets, remember? You stretch a blade between your thumb and knuckles and... she begins to make a musical sound with her little grass trumpet. Mrs. Berber thinks to Etta, "I wish I'd had a mother like you." And then they begin playing music together with their grass trumpets. Now, music is a central theme of later 9 Chickweed Lane strips. And well, at this point, Etta does want to be a journalist. We may see that she begins to have more of an interest in music than journalism. We'll find out as time goes on. But this is a heartwarming little strip here. The daughter is being the mother never had. Beautiful, really. For a woman... Oh, God. I just saw what I was going to read. Ugh, okay. For a woman possessing the proud bosom of a Sophia Loren. Big deal. Anybody can get implants. Give me a man who stands 6 feet tall. Give me a man who stands 6 feet tall, she says to Amos. Amos stands there and says, I am 6 feet tall. And then again in the last panel, she's going, huh? You can see by the wide-eyed reaction there. In some panels, she has, a full eye. Other times, her eye is just a black dot. So, Amos is walking up to Etta and saying that, a woman with a big tits. Yeah. He's just proclaiming. He's proclaiming his love for large breasts. That is the premise of this strip. Who does that? I must ask. And Amos is cementing himself as a impossibly horny character. Well, and this is Etta talking to her mother. This is after Mrs. Berber had a date. Well, how did your date go? Did you turn him into a gelatinous blob of slavering desire? No, Etta. No? What's the point in catching a cold in a backless formal if you can't reduce your date to a slavering fool? Slavering? I've never seen that word before. Mrs. Berber looks away, confronted with the reality of the situation yet again. Quick, think up a lie. I can't. So, we can see that Mrs. Berber, wore this sexy top, hoping to reduce her date to a gelatinous blob and, make them horny. And she didn't. She didn't make her date horny. Or maybe she's lying. It's hard to say. But she looks so sad and broken here. Another strip about sexiness and desirability and being a broken, sad person. Let's move forward. Another full-color Sunday strip. Lovely coloring, actually. I do like the pastels. It looks like Garfield. It looks like a lot of other strips. They're all colored the same way, kind of, but I like it. And I like that their shoes are the same colors as their pants. The air here is so sweet. Just breathe it in. I will do it to please you, and because it seems a viable alternative to a coma. I will do it to please you, and because it seems a viable alternative to coma. Oh, well, bully. So, Mrs. Berber and Etta Berber on a nature walk here together. There it is, the whole world, beautiful and undulating at our feet. It makes you feel that almost anything is within your grasp. Etta says, "What a dump!" To which Mrs. Berber thinks to herself, "This is the last time I hike with Bette Davis." So you may be asking yourself, who is that? Well, she was a film actress. Bette Davis at 104, still smoking, Hollywood icon. Another one of Brooks, ideal women are these ladies of yesteryear, stars of screen from days gone by. These are the kinds of women that he thinks about when drawing his strip about a family of broken, sad people who just want to be railed, mostly, or at least given some semblance of respect and decency at times. People who are sad and lonely, but also so horny. And with that, we'll wrap up this week. Thanks for watching. If you haven't caught up on the other weeks I've covered so far, go back and do so. Each video is only about 10-15 minutes long. And we'll be here at this channel doing many more dives into the history of 9 Chickweed Lane. So long, folks.